Good morning, YouTubers. Julie and Tom here. We are in Odessa Canyon outside Calico. There's our Saturn view behind us. It's about as far as you want to go with this vehicle. This is a rugged four-wheel drive route, and we're going to be on foot. So we will bring you what we can of this. It's a 6-mile loop, roughly. Starts out here and goes around and loops down the next canyon over. So let's go see what we find today. This is one of the first obstacles you come to, and this is fairly typical of this whole route, although parts of it are pretty calm, but the other side of the loop is even more extreme than this side, I believe. But both have their challenging spots. There are a lot of spots like this that are kind of narrow too. Either way you go here, you got a wall on one side, big rocks on that side. So you don't want a real wide vehicle for this trip. You alive, buddy? This narrow canyon is pretty scenic. And still pretty typical of what the road is like right here. Some rocks. And here's a little obstacle. Somebody's dropped some blue chalk on here, indicating the left side. So yeah, a narrow spot with some uneven rocks. And if you look closely up here, you'll even see some pavement. This route used to be paved. Right here it is. It's blacktop. And then uneven on this side. I'm guessing this is kind of a notorious spot for the off-roaders. It's not so much that it's rough, but it gets real narrow up here. I noticed there were some parts down here. We were up here yesterday, and right where Julie's standing is the narrow spot. I noticed there were some parts down there. Looks like somebody rolled down in there. So yeah, not so rough, but narrow. There's a little arch. I'm not sure if it's man-made or not. It's like a little courtyard of mini workings around here. Some over there. Looks like something going on over here. Let's go take a look. Got a nice campsite back here. This is looking back across the canyon where we were a little while ago. Looks like there's a lower adit that we kind of missed. I'm standing on top of a pretty good sized waste pile here. Julie's at a portal. Let's go take a look. Alrighty, let's go see what we find. There's a good sized waste pile outside of this. People have had their paint in here again, I can see. A stope here. Decent sized room, maybe 20 feet tall. Oh. A decline going down about 30 feet, maybe a little more. Okay, this goes back in and takes a right. It looks like another stope ahead of us. Yeah, stoped room. That ends over there about 40 feet. This goes back out to a different entrance. Following the old miner's trail. Looking across the way, I see another one I could have hit right there. That's right below where that shaft was. And I was right around the corner. You can still see that old truck over there too. Oh well. Maybe next time I get over there, I'll go look at that one. Always something to save a little something for the next visit over this area. This area is mine crazy. And then there's a big stope here. I feel like I'm standing on top of an arch. I think I was, because I think it comes out over here. We were just up on top of this area. There's the big stele we were just looking at. Back out under these arches. And there's another big stope up ahead here. Real big. I might need to get out some more light power. Okay, here we are in this big stope again. I got a little extra light out, because this is a big dog. I'm guessing it's about 35 feet tall. Kind of goes all over the place in here. That's a massive stope. And back out that way. You want to go back down that way for some scale? Look at how far away Julie is just for some scale. And she's not, I'm not at the end of it, and she's not at the other end. And all the pockets that go out to the surface. Pretty cool. Okay, let's take a little trip through stope land. There's some nice pillars here. Huge pillars. Oh boy. A big stall. Oh boy. And this is a shaft. It looks like it was a decline at one time, at least part way, and then it looks like it turns into vertical. You can see the angle of these timbers right there. That would have indicated the angle of the shaft. Now we're going the other way on what looks like it used to be in a timbered adit that turned into a large stope, very large stope, see up here. But I don't see a reason why this would have been timbered had it not been an adit at one point. I'm going to step outside of it here for a second. It's a real maze of stopes around here. And that looks like it goes down. Interesting. This is getting kind of sketchy here. Look what's on top of this. And it's all pushing in. Now let's go this way. Here's a chute. Pretty wide chute. Goes up into that stope. Let's go this way. This had track in it too. This looks like it's a 2x4 track. I don't see a steel strap on top of it. This is back in a stope that we were in before, I think. The track continues on this way and curves to the left. I see another chute up ahead here. Another heavily timbered chute. Oh, nice inside. Looks clean as a whistle. It either curves or stops up here. Maybe it curves. I see the tracks curving. Another chute. People can't seem to keep their paint to themselves, can they? I can't see up in there. Must go up into another stope. Another chute up ahead with the collapse by it. This one's walled off pretty good, and that's going to be the end of it straight ahead. So this thing is kind of a mess here. It's about ready to give way, so let's just scoot under the corner of this and get out of here without bumping it. There. Let's see what this does. This goes down that way. Let's see where this down part goes. It says danger. And it looks like it could be kind of slippery. It's not super steep, but it's steep and a little bit that rubbly stuff. Oh boy. I'll say danger. It stops here. There's a, oh boy, walk the plank. And it goes down into a stope of some sort. Another big maze of stopes. Everywhere you look, it's stoped. Yeah, that's the one that we just were looking down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's see where it goes. It goes a ways. Getting into the red material here. Taking a hard right. And that's it. I think that goes back into the big stope room we were just in. More timbers up in this stove. Julie's coming through these timbers. Let's continue this way. Looks like there's some track here. It's made out of a 2x4, probably with a strap on top of it, although the strap is gone. We pretty much checked everything out in here that is available, and we're heading back outside. going down the road to the next big working, which looked to be bigger than this. That warm breeze feels good in a way, but I know it's going to be hot when we get out here. Yep, it's hot.